Okay, so we are back. Looks like I was going to be recording until next week. So let's get into it, shall we? We're watching this new show since I didn't like what they did with the Devil's a Part-Timer, but let's go with Ad Reader. And with full screen. Now you guys can't see full screen, but I can, which is pretty freaking awesome, I might add. So let's. Oh, I could actually do this. I forgot I could do that. Haha. That's pretty awesome. Did I forget to save last time? No, I didn't. I couldn't do it. Alright, so we get to do this. So we're going to finish up doing this. So let's talk about a few things. Number one, I've been watching this show. Watching another one. It's like, it's boring. I mean, usually I don't have a problem with school anime, but I really don't really care for just school itself. I mean, like, if someone's just going to school, that doesn't really interest me. Oh, so somebody took a class and suddenly he was learning things, and then they started doing these racetrack games and started flirting with these babes and stuff. I don't care for the romantic stuff. I don't care for the learning aspect. Did you know today in history we slapped that worm right in his face? And then, yeah, then there was 2 times 5, and then there was a non-degree flagpole, or some kind of crap like that. So, anyway, the name of this show is called My Unique Skill Makes Me OP Even at Level 1. Interesting show. Can't tell you much about it. If you like anime, go check it out. It's on Crunchyroll. Now, see, once again, about Crunchyroll, they still don't have everything, which is the bad thing. I mean, they don't have, like, what was that? Anyway, so I didn't think this thing was gonna let me do this without, redoing the scene. So I'm gonna talk to you. This is like a perfect game to do what I'm gonna talk to you about. There was a lot of beliefs I used to believe in. Number one, talk about clothes. Y'all can do whatever you want to, but don't look at me like, oh my God, you're such a heathen because you didn't do it the way we did it. I don't care how you did it. So here's the thing. The way people I was always told when I was growing up, I did the same thing. I had to separate the colors from the whites. No. I'm gonna tell you why. No. Because come to find out, it just depended on what. If you were putting it on hot water or cold water, it's always best to use it in cold water. A lot of people, well, this comes out with hot water, that's better. No, that's what the dryer is for. You ruin clothes more if you put hot water on it than you would just putting, and then on top of that, you're putting it on there. It's like, cold water and hot water both can ruin clothes, but the difference is that you need to have good enough cold water. It can't be like freezing temperature cold water. It has to be the right temperature, like room temperature water. And it can't be hot either. It can't be warm either. It has to be room temperature cold. But again, do it however you want to. But don't expect me to do that, and don't be looking at me like I'm some kind of a heathen any more than you would be yourself for doing it the way you want to. I learned that you don't need to. They would say, well, because it would just ruin it, and it would mix it together like it was a problem. I don't care. So what if it does rub off onto the other one? I also worried about if it would ruin it or turn it to pink. Yeah, only if you have pink clothes in there when you're putting it on hot water too. That's another thing. You have to have pink and hot water. If you ain't got those two, you ain't got a problem. But again, do it how you want to. Another thing, well, anyway, gets me, right? I forget what it was that was you talk about, but you know. I gotta get me a new controller next month. I don't care if I had to pay like $12 for it. Cause I mean, I don't really want to have to do it like that, but I don't have a choice. It's either that or buy something that's it's more than what I can handle next month, because next month is gonna be have to be the supply month, which includes not limited to shoes. I have to have shoes. Yes. I was doing it every other month anyway or so, and then I was doing it every month where I was buying more than one pair. Okay, so we got 30 of those left. See, the more longer it takes to get these down, the more longer it's going to be before I can do anything. So, bear with me here. I'm sorry about the 1 hour thing, but you know what? At the same time, I don't regret it. Said I wouldn't believe in it, but because I was doing it on mobile. I said I would never do it, but I thought, you know what? Every now and again, it's not going to really hurt me any, because sometimes, I'm in the mood. It depends on what mood I'm in. So I also want to bring enough stuff into it to do something. The more longer it takes, the more it just, doesn't seem like, you know. The good thing about this as well is I like that I don't actually have to take out the seam and put it back on and refresh it. But, and if I repeat myself, it's because, again, I forgot that I even said it, so, why is he repeating himself? I already said that. Well, completely ignore it then if I've already said it. Gee, what do you want me to say? You know? Anyway, sometimes you can't help but repeat yourself. I may be wrong, but I don't think we have any more Napier bats to worry about. I haven't seen any in a while, but they would be constantly attacking me every time I turn around. Yep, there it is. We need to lead our people to this layer in order to seal it forever. Yeah, okay. Now this one here, we're going to have a problem getting to it. So which means this guy might respawn back before we have a try. We have a chance to even bother with it. So the thing is, as well, is that Act 2 is never as long, nor is 1 is usually. So I guess a little bit longer for the level 1 at least. I'm going to knock them out not as much as I can. 112D with red bands. Bad thing about this guy is if you try and get them, well, I'm going to try and defeat them all. Shouldn't take me that long since I knocked out a whole bunch in the last episode. So, yeah, anyway, my name is Brian Barnett Gonzi. Not that it matters. Or if you want to call me Killer, it doesn't really matter. Not that that's really what I go by, but it's just the name I put out there. Anyway, or as it's called on Twitch, God King Goku, I think, or something like that, since I couldn't use Killer because somebody stole my name, which I call copyrighted right based on that. I never even had that on Twitch before. Yes, I will get you by doing absolutely nothing because there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. If that's a threat, ooh! Since when is it a threat to do nothing? Because really, what am I supposed to do? I mean, the only thing I could do, the worst of all, I would think, is if I threaten to go to their house and do something or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. No, nothing I can do. I can assume do nothing, but I will get you. I'll figure out how to legally get you without causing harm. So, yeah, I still got to figure out. I was looking up online how to fix the glitches with Final Fantasy VII because I was having too much trouble. Like once again, I had a perfectly good video, right? Well, the first time I did it, it just crashed and decided that it would not be a good video. There for about an hour instead of splitting it up like I have done in the past. And so ultimately, because I could go through it all and get it done pretty quickly, like into almost an hour basically, is because I have to go around and do some other stuff. And that means I gotta start all over again because, well, for whatever reason, no, yeah, because it didn't actually capture the video as it did before. Stupid. So even though there was glitching on the screen, it didn't really capture the video. So that really sucked. Really pissed me off. And I was like, why? Why? So I delete the video. Let's skimming through it and see if you know. As every now and again, it's a good idea to check. Good idea to check when you're. Good idea to check when you're actually doing this on computer. You never know about computer anymore. Computer sometimes just doesn't want to record like it should. 72 demons left. I'll try and get rid of these guys. So those birds will put a lightning bolt on your stuff in it. It'll strike them down, and the napiers will just grab up your people. It's not good. I don't know of any of them. That would be cool if they had an Actraiser 3, but they don't. They actually just went ahead and remade the game, which was really kind of stupid. There was no need to really do that. But, don't get me wrong, graphics are good and all that, but I just wasn't interested. I don't get very much interested in remakes anyway. That's the one thing good about this when you're shooting this guy. You do that while you're standing right here, and it doesn't have to come at you unless you're above it. I do remember where no matter what it was coming at me, but hey, it's what it is. If I get this guy completely down, I should be able to do this. On. There we go. So I took a bit of a hit, no big deal. So anyway, oh, By the way, if anybody is interested, if you didn't know, if you do, completely ignore this, but Pee Wee Herman passed away. Or really the actor who played him anyway. So that's sad. But he wasn't really one of the people that I grew up with, so. But it's fair. The thing is, it's sad no matter who dies or whatever. I mean, not dies, but passes away. Real again with that word, but anyway. Sorry. Anyway, uh, you don't know me too well. I have a lot of trouble with people passing away. Not afraid of it so much as I just don't like it. I mean, nothing ever said I actually have to like that people pass away. I mean, you know, there's no sense in liking it. You can hate all you want to, even if you can't do anything about it, which is one of the most arguably reason why you should absolutely hate when somebody passes away. So, I kind of missed the music on this, but for copyright reasons, I won't let it play. That's the reason why there's no music on this. If you want music, we'll have to go somewhere else. But right now, we're going to do this, and that's about it. But the thing is, as well, is that it's also this is like much like Pokemon. I never really thought about it before, but since you can only have one deal per like one saved game per deal. So that's the thing about all games. They weren't all they didn't all have like 3 thoughts. Final Fantasy did have where they have some of they had 3 thoughts you can actually save them. Which they did bring that back for the GBA. I don't know about any others. I don't think when they remade Final Fantasy 4 that they actually put it where they had 3 save spots. I don't remember it. It's been too long since I played it, so don't quote me on that. 20 red demons left. Nice. I want to get this guy down because there's only 2 flying ones I should have gotten taken care of anyway, which was this one here and the Napier bats. Not that I really care about the Napier bats because they're not a problem as much as these guys. I mean, they're all a general problem in themselves, don't get me wrong. But the problem I'm saying is, as far as like just taking them down, it's just not something I have to worry about. Like, I could take them down at the last, but unfortunately, though, they don't let you do that. It's just because they keep going at you, so you have no choice but to take them down. But I don't really care either way, as long as they get taken down anyway. As annoying as they are. I mean, it didn't really bother me that, I take them right away down. But, 8 of these left. So let's get this guy completely gone. Seems to be 6 left of these red demon dragons. Whatever. Red demons. So the more you do, you won't have to fight them later. So yep, there's 5 left. Let's just keep going until we get this guy down. And at least we don't have to worry about the Napiers. Napier bats. That's a good thing. Again, if I ever repair myself, ignore it. Like, in other words, if I've already said it, don't worry about it. But sometimes it's not a good idea to ignore it in case I have something new to add to it. If I don't, if it's just saying the same thing and not adding anything new, that's fine if you want to ignore it. There we go. There are no more monsters left in this area. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be possible, so. Go ahead and take down this enemy here. I'll go ahead and take you down now. I don't know why those blasted angel arrows even. I don't know why. I mean, I don't even know why I bothered to bother with them in the first place when they were only limited. When they didn't even say it was limited. Why the hell would I even care? even use them. If I ever get another pair, I'll just completely ignore it, because there's no point even bothering with it. It was limited. Other than, worrying about if it was an upgrade where I could just kind of one-shot them. It's not like you could do any better anyway throughout the game anyhow when you get to the towns. Like I said, it is one of my favorite portions because you can build up towns and stuff, and I like being able to kick butt. I'm not saying I'm too fond of the jumping platforms or anything, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, just because I'm good at it with Mario doesn't mean every game is going to be that great when it comes to every person or individual player. But some kind of mess up anyway. Mario, you can still mess up, but not as badly as you can in some of these. I don't think we have to worry about any coming up for falling off platform stuff. I can't remember. Maybe during the boss fight, maybe. But other than that, no. I'm not even talking about Act 2. I don't remember what all the Act 2s are, to be honest with you. Anyway. Okay, so there's 78 of those. Yeah, there's 28 of those. Alright, so I'll knock this one down to 50, and then I'll worry about that one over there. Yeah, I completely missed. Yeah. So, just so you know, the Suikoden series is not complete, but it's already down to the final boss. But I gotta do it 2 times. 2 more times. One time I'll see it, let you see it, one time, and then another time I won't. So, I gotta do that for the second time because I gotta get it to where you get not the semi-ending. I couldn't remember for sure because I could have sworn there was only 2 endings, but what do I know? I know there's 3 endings in Suikoden 3. Just on how it depends on how you do the game. As a matter of fact, we don't need all 100 or 100. We don't need a 100% the game of. Why am I even trying to say that thing? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. You don't need a 100% 1 in order to get to 2. You just need to do. To get the good ending, you have to 100% it. And all I can tell you, without spoiling it. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one off clock. There is something that I gotta do with the bath stuff, I think it is, or whatever. I'm not sure, but I think this is one I gotta do. Can't take me long, but I want to get enough of this done rolling out, and then I can worry about some more of that, because we're not even nowhere near close to how many videos there is of Pokemon Fire Red. Pokemon Fire Red has more videos right now than that. Tiles of Destiny, though, will always have the highest, most record of videos they actually have right now. For the game series, which will be eventually deleted once we get to a certain marker that stays at 1,000, so it keeps it up there. So, with this combination and all that, it'll be deleted, but You know, I'll have to get rid of them all. I intend to get rid of all the old files because there's no point in having them around. And I am thinking about doing it. I said I would never do it again. I never really thought about how I would actually do it if I did it again. So, I'm thinking about challenging myself in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest to see how well I can do in so many videos. But I think I'll save that for like Fridays or something. I'm not sure yet. And if anything, it'll only be like 2 videos rather than 3. Because yeah, Sunday is our primary 3-video day anyway, period. Even if I do a live stream, it'll be uploaded and released whenever. Doesn't matter when, as long as it's a day that hasn't already been released. Or a day that has 2 videos already that's completely separate from it. That's the only 2 requirements otherwise. I don't really have to be on a day of nothing, but you can be. So, anyway. I'm going to get this done. Dang. I've been working on this one here. I meant to drop that down to 50, but yeah. Sorry, I want to finish out this one here first. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you done. Yeah, that's alright. I'll finish off this one here. I was working on this one before that one. Now that I actually have the red demons gone. And the thing is, that's going to make this terrible, is that the red demons are, I believe, going to respawn, but these guys won't. And that's only because we're unable to see it. I think we have to have a different way to seal up that thing, if I'm not mistaken. You may not be able to know, maybe able to tell this, but without spoiling anything, there's no way to get our people over here. This is not possible. Yeah, 12 demons. Blue dragons, which they don't look nothing like dragons I've ever seen. They look like frosty birds, blue frozen birds that are made, or crystal birds, somewhere around there. Anyway, or snow crystals, whatever. There are 5 blue dragons left in this layer. We're almost done doing this, so 3 left. Nice. 2. You can only do that, you know. The thing about checking these things is you can't check them with these guys. This is the last one there, and that'll do it. Yep, there are no more monsters in this layer. Okay, so just remember, if you're going to check the blue dragon layer, you have to do it when they're not, when they haven't respawned. So, or spawned up, because, yes, they will attack you. If you're too close to them. Otherwise, they're not going to care. They're not going to do anything. And they will sit there for a little bit, and then they'll start going around and striking down your villages, and you just don't want that. You really don't. And the thing about these guys, they give something new that can be taught to every land too, which is pretty cool. Probably, I think that's what we need to finish up Fillmore once and for all, if I remember correctly. I may be remembering that wrong, but I know somewhere somebody gives something so we can finish off Fillmore. See, right now Fillmore is not complete, even though technically it is, but it ain't. The reason for that is because we weren't able to get them to completely do all the houses and whatnot in that area. We sat there forever, didn't do crap. So you got enough of it. Oh, I did it all. Okay, this is good. All right, so now we can start doing some stuff. So what we want to do now. Master, thank you very much for giving us such a beautiful land. Because of this, we can work and be happy. So yeah, most of the time you'll see men and women in there. We have nothing to offer this year, my master. So what we want to do now is we're going to do this. We're not going to use any lightning because we got to use a bunch of sun. So, yeah. We want to do this as much as we can. So, and now we gotta wait for that to build up. I should have been doing it anyway, but I decided to go ahead and finish off the monsters. But it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. You do it however you want to, but believe it or not, you're better off to get all the monsters taken care of before you start building, because once you start doing that, it'll just make it even more difficult for them to build. So that's never really a good thing. Just remember that. But it is what it is. I can't say I hate glitches, but I can't say I love them either. So that's the thing about that. I gotta wait for that to build because I think we need about like so much for that to even do anything. The sunlight will dry up marshlands and melt snow. So, yeah. Now we have nothing left. Good thing is, well, once that builds up enough that we can actually take down the rest of that, we'll start making them go towards these layers so we can get those taken care of pretty quickly here. Or remember this, we won't be able to do anything about the red demon layer. So the red demon layer, which I'm not going to be able to remember all the time what that is. We need, oh, okay, so we need 30. So we're going to need about, huh? That was weird. Okay, so we'll do that again. Alright, I guess I'll wait till it gets up to 60 so I can do this, because I really, really need to finish off doing this. Good thing for us, it doesn't take very long. So yeah, I do want to take care of all of the deals while we can, and then we'll worry about giving them, I think we can teach them the bridge technique, which after that, we'll give everyone the ability to use bridges. After that, I'll strike down these and see what we can do. Only after we get the deal pass here done. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Should be enough. So I'll tell you this right now. Whatever you do, don't push earthquake. I think we have to deal with what this is. I don't know anything about this cave or anything. I don't even know if it's significant, because that's not what we just spoke. I can tell you that without spoiling anything. I don't remember if there's anything to do with that cave. I just know that to do with that castle over there. Yep, it's always good. It's always good when they can also do farming. So, Killer, I know it's unexpected, but our people in BLooD have something to tell you. My master, we have a problem. It's about my oldest son, Teddy. We're worried that his curious energy may get him into trouble. Well, I know it's nothing to bother you with. I'm sorry for bringing up such a silly matter. Why would you do that? There's nothing to worry about. I don't care. Bring it up all you want to. I'm not going to be like, oh, you know. So, Killer, which other items? Okay. Gotta get him over there and do this thing here. So I'm not worried about getting anything else done as far as construction goes, but in order to even get anywhere, we would have to do that. Unfortunately, it's put over the building thing. It does suck. So that is a problem. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. My master, we now know how to grow a crop called wheat here in BLooD. Please share our newfound crop with lands that cannot produce wheat. Oh, yes. It's a thing right there that we needed. Come on now. I'll make sure I do all that, and then we can start taking down stuff and whatnot. Town under construction again. Nice. Silling Monsters Lair. I like how every land has now been taught from Fillmore how to take down lairs. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Our people have sealed the Monsters Lair without our help. Okay, so the civilization level of BLooD seems to have improved. So, Killer, and no, it's unexpected, but our people in BLooD will have something to tell you. My master, as you know, BLooD is a land of many rivers. We want to build some homes on the other side of the rivers, but don't know how to build bridges. Please teach us how to build bridges. So, at this point, if you haven't actually gotten the bridge, which you could have waited till this point, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to, I've already gotten it, so what you do is you get out of here and go back over to Fillmore. I'm going to let them do their thing. There it is. It's weird that wheat looks like that. There it is. I like putting the cross in there. That means, you know, that they know where to go. So, let's see. I'll go ahead and save my progress. Thing is, what you don't want to do is in the game. You do that, it'll respawn the monsters as well. I forgot about that. So I just thought about it. Yeah, if you do that as well, it'll respawn as well. So don't in the game. I think they'll also respawn if we go over there. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save state right here. Okay, so because I think this is what's going to happen if we try and go over here. Now, if you don't have it, what you would do is you would come over here. They don't tell you this, but yeah, that's what it's for. I mean, you already get the bridge, but they don't tell you what it's for. So yeah, you got to teach them. So let's go ahead and then we'll go back. I mean, sorry. Let me go back in there. Okay, and then you would tell them, you would say, take it all. You would go all the way down to. Sorry, let me put this way. You come over here. You say, take an offering. We have nothing to offer this year, my master. Well, that's because they don't have it. We took everything they had. But if you didn't have the bridge, you'd come over here and do that. Now let's see. I think the monsters will respond, but if they did, it's alright. I'm going to reload the save state. That's the reason why I did that. So, nope. Never mind. Okay, that's good. I'm glad they didn't respond. Respond. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to do this. Circular, which item will you select? Bridge. Circular, with this, the people will now be able to build bridges. Yes, they will. I know it's unexpected, but our people in BLooD have something to tell you. Oh, brother. My master, our son Teddy, has run away from home. We have looked everywhere for him, but we cannot find him. He must be very hungry by now. Oh, my master, we have made a loaf of bread. Please find Teddy and give him the bread. And no. I'm gonna let him fart. Okay, so the following to for this. I think they have like this select view of what you can actually do. So yeah, you take as much as you want to up to a certain amount, and they stop doing it. So. Not right now. I don't have a reason for it. So let's go ahead and yeah, because I think that's Ted. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They all kind of look alike. And I'm not trying to be racist, but literally the sprites look alike. So I mean, I guess you can tell the difference. Oh, what Ted do you think when he sees the bread his mother baked for him? Sir, Killer, I know it's unexpected, but our people in BLooD have something to tell you. Thanks to you, my master, our son Teddy is now back home. The loaf of bread reminded him of home and caused him to return. Okay. He didn't mean to run away. He was trying to discover how the lake was poisoned. We have always thought our son was this as a small child. It was a surprise to see him act as a grown man. That has nothing to do with that. Yeah. Being a grown man really has something to do with the idea of trying to figure out why it's poison. A grown up or a kid can do the same doggone thing. But yeah. What do I know about anything? I don't care. According to Teddy, the lake was poisoned because of its closeness to the monster's lair. We present you with this skull that he found in the cave. Please accept it. Ah, so that's what we need. But without that, we can't seal it. For now, though, let's take care of trying to seal up all these others. Once we actually seal off that last one there, we'll have to go take down Act 2. What in the world are you doing now? The thing is, as well, as the towns and stuff will start to change. They've already started changing because of Fillmore. Once we seal off this one, I'll take care of that one. And then, I guess we'll, look at that. I think it's pretty cool. I always did like games that actually did construction stuff in them and where you can build a town and whatnot. It's like even better when it has more of an immersive look and stuff, where you get to shop and whatnot. Our people have sealed the monster's lair without our help. For killer, the civilization level of BLooD seems to have improved. Now, there's nowhere anywhere why it's been called that, but this is the reason why it's called BLooD. Right there. Because yes, that's actually blood. That's not just poison, it's blood. So, wow, look at that. Even more improved houses. Nice. Congratulations, your level has increased. Now your level is 6 and your HP are 13. Oh, and by the way, your level will increase again when the total population becomes 1200. So yeah, you can actually pretty much level up in this game and get quite a bit of HP, probably more than you probably would need. At least you would think, but it's actually more than enough to survive most of what you get to do, because they did a hell of a lot each time. So it also helps you out with other stuff. I know it's unexpected, but people have global have something to tell you. My master, we have finally finished a road connecting with our neighboring town, Fillmore. Nice. We can now teach them how to produce wheat. That's so cool. I didn't even realize it was doing that, but okay. Nice. I always like that when we can connect two towns. The unfortunate thing is that when it comes to, like, you know, trying to connect towns, we can't connect everybody. That's alright. Yeah, unfortunately, they'll only let you do so much. So, let's do that. Yeah, unfortunately, though, we gotta let it do that. Start building some more. Yeah, now they can actually use some more new houses and whatnot. You know, it's good to have some wheat and some good buildings too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the townhouses that they build over there. They also need to be planting some, you know, stuff to just, you know, for food, not just that to survive. They have a whole lot of people, so they got to do that too. I mean, the way that it is, technically, they can't do much. I get that, but you know, the way that they've designed it. But the more that the game expands and stuff, if they could do that, you know, they could have done both. But in real life, you can have all that and then some. Wheat, corn, whatever. I don't even know what in the world they make over there. I wouldn't know. But apparently, in this game, that's what wheat looks like. So. Aha. Yep, the monster's lair without our help. It appears someone has found something in the monster's lair. My master, upon sealing the monster's lair, we found a strange statue. We present this to you as an offering. Please accept it. No, we're okay. We don't need that. So what I want to do now is I actually want to finish doing some more stuff here. Let it go down, I guess. The town people goods thing. Town under construction. Nice. So the idea is that with wheat we can teach it to other lands, but we don't have to worry about teaching it to, say, good old Fillmore over there. Nice. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to direct the people of this place. Yeah, now we gotta wait for that to do that. Trying to wait till the last minute to start doing anything on that one deal. So I don't have to take on map 2 yet. Nice. Nicey nice. So, congratulations, your level has increased. Now your level is 07 and your HP you are 14. Oh, and by the way, your level will increase again when the total population becomes 1500. No, not okay. Whatever. So, once we come back to this town at some point, they'll start having townhouses as well. That'd be great, won't it? Yep. The more lines you have, the more they get the idea of where to basically build their stuff in. That's not exactly how I wanted it. I say circle when import anyway. Yeah, most of the time you can do that without doing anything. So let's yeah, now I gotta sit here and wait for this. But yeah, it could be pretty much OP, but not OP enough that they can't be defeated. So that's the thing about this game. I wouldn't say I would love it, but I wouldn't say I hate it either. So, yeah, you can still be easily defeated. It's not like, oh, well, because you're overly powered, which is that's what P is anyway. Means, oh, yeah, definitely, you'll definitely know. Anyway, look at how awesome this is. I mean, we can actually start doing some stuff here. There we go. Now we get to have them build even more. So, yep. Now we got to make sure that they also get directed to point there. Now I gotta wait for them to do that. What do you mean he didn't mean to run away? You mean he went out and forgot to tell you? What do you mean he ran away? That sounds like he wasn't running away. What a load of crap. Now that I think about that, who thought that was a good idea to call that really like, oh yeah, I just made to run away. Yeah, look at that. Like that, we're getting like so much SP now. Because even though they ultimately still, you have to kind of wait the more it takes up. So that's another thing. Let's go ahead and finish off with this. We're done. There's not much more to do except for take out that layer and then go into Zine place. No, I didn't do this. That's okay, we'll fix that. Playing in the old wheat field, I see. I guess that's carrots. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. It's taking us so long. Now it's slow. What the? Seriously? Why is it so slow? Do we need to move on or what? Thing is, it's a good idea to get all this built up as much as you can before you get to the final enchilada of the game. Once you get there, there is no turning back. Look at that. You hold this afloat? Yeah. So I don't hardly ever use those, but I will take this skill. According to the fortune teller, this jewel can even destroy. It can even destroys a monster's lair. That doesn't make sense. Places it on a monster's lair that we can't seal. So there you go. Yeah, not right now. I will later though. Dude, what the hell's gonna take so long? I want to not get faster, but okay. Where would you like to use this item? Please indicate your location. Use this directly above the monster's lair, or it will do you no good. Then why'd you ask me where I'd like to use it at? I actually like the castle. I think it's pretty cool. Problem is, unfortunately though, it's circular. I know it's unexpected, but our people in BLooD will have something to tell you, brother. My master, since sealing the last monster's lair, something very dreadful has occurred. A monster appeared from the old castle by the lake and demanded a sacrifice of us. We spent hours discussing this hideous demand, and sadly determined 3 people should be selected by drawing lots. Fortunately, one of those to be sacrificed is my son. Oh, no, come on. Please go to the old castle and save our son and our land. Why? Well, look, something is about to happen to the lake at BLooD. I see the real cause for BLooD's poisoned water is the location of the red demon's lair. Okay, so yeah, okay, something to tell you. My master, we have begun to use our boat for fishing. Some time ago, while fishing on the lake, we found a magic scroll caught in our dragnet. We present this to you as an offering. Please accept it. Yep, that's cool. So we will take the offering. Magical Stardust. Stardust! Sorry about that for your ears, but you know, I don't want to turn your video, your sounds down every time I kind of do that. Stardust. My master, this is a crop called wheat. A crop of wheat can feed many more people than a crop of corn. I don't know about that. Please harvest. Please share our harvest of wheat with other lands, so they too may feed more people. This is all we had to offer. Thank you for accepting our humble offering. Oh well, that's crap. I think they offer have more of it. We have the following to offer this year. No. So I knew they had more. What's good about being limited is because we don't have that many. Okay. So that's all the time we have for this episode. And I thank you guys for watching. Leave a view, a like, leave some views, like, subscribe, and share everywhere. This was something I like doing. I'll do some more Gradius later. You know, so I'll try to do it one round. Even though I might stop it, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, in the next episode, we're going to be taking on the castle later.